In a previous video, I covered a lightweight text-to-speech model called Pocket TTS, and in this video, we'll be focused on another lightweight model called Supertonic, and this is a version 2, and this model is by Superton. Now, when this model was actually released, there was basically no buzz about it. I just found it on Hugging Face and decided to actually take a look at it. Maybe it will be great, maybe it will be bad, I do not know yet. The main thing is it's actually multilingual, and it supports 5 languages: English, Korean, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. Now, we'll be focused on English since that's the only language I speak, but we'll also play around with French and Spanish. For those of you that can speak both languages, you can just let me know how it does in the comments. So everything that's on this page is basically hype material, so I don't take it seriously. The main thing is it really lightning fast? And what's the quality of audio like, and the quality of the speech? Basically, once you generate the speech, does it sound robotic or it sound close to human? That's the main thing we're going to find out in this video. So if you don't want to set this model up locally, but you want to play around with the model, you can head over to Hugging Face Spaces and play around with the model. All you have to do is click on this link here. But if you want to set this up locally, then you have to follow along. First of all, you head over to Files and Versions. If you don't want to download it manually, you can use the Hugging Face Hub CLI to pull this Hugging Face repo into whatever directory you actually like. But I'll actually recommend placing it in your project directory so you can easily locate it. Anyways, if you want to download this manually, you can just download the config.json and make sure you have these 2 folders. Make sure you have their content. If you head over to voice and styles, I think there are about 10 voices. We have 5 female voices and 5 male voices. I'm just assuming because it's actually named F1 to F5 and M1 to M5. So I'm just guessing. So once we actually try it out, we'll definitely find out. Anyways, let's head over to model card again. And this time we'll have to open up their GitHub repo because we'll need some files from their GitHub repo to set up our project. And since I'm actually setting this up with Python, I'll have to actually pull the contents of Py, because this is basically all I need. I do not need all this. And also, do not forget to set up your virtual environment for your project directory, and do not forget to place your model weight folder in that directory, or you can place it wherever as long as you can actually locate it, but I do recommend placing it there. Anyways, let's open up our IDE.
Hey you! Yeah, you with the face! Can I interest you in a limited time offer? For the low price of absolutely nothing, you can click that subscribe button. I know what you're thinking. Echo, this sounds too good to be true. But wait, there's lore. If you subscribe in the next 5 seconds, you get absolutely nothing extra. But you'll feel good about yourself. Come on, the button's right there. It's lonely. It needs love. Don't you want to make the button happy? Click the precious. Yes. Click it, precious.
So currently all we have in our project directory is our model weight folder, and let's change that. We're going to pull the contents of the Py folder. Now that we have all that we'll need, let's set up our virtual environment and install the necessary packages. Now let's install the Supertonic package. If you want to perform inference using just your command line, you can check out this file, example_onnx. That's what you would actually need. If we head back to the GitHub repo. Now we're still in the Py folder of the Supertonic GitHub repo. If we scroll to the bottom, you can see the available arguments you can pass in to your command line. So you can see use GPU by default is false, while the ONNX directory is asset/ONNX. But since we did download our model weights manually, we'll actually need to specify the folder to this ONNX directory. Now, the total step, number of denoise steps, blah, blah, blah. If you go higher, it will actually give you the better quality. So if you go for 10, then you get the better quality, but it will be slower to generate. So speed is basically straightforward. It's just the speech speed. You can go below 1 and also above 1 if you want something faster. We have the end test, number of times to generate each sample. We have the voice styles. As you can see, these are the voice styles. Voice style file pass. That's what you need to pass in. Then we also have text, lang, blah, 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 save directories. And also if you want to generate one audio file with multiple speakers, then you can pass in both voice styles and both text. You also need to pass in both languages, and then you'll need to provide this argument batch. Just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's head back to our IDE. Now, in this video, we'll be more focused on this file. So let's make necessary changes. So since we have our model weights folder here, and we have our ONNX directory here. We can just copy the relative path and we can make the necessary changes. So now that we've pointed this to the correct model directory with ONNX and voice styles in it, let's just run this. That fast? Is that even possible? So let's hear it.
This morning, I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
That was not bad at all. That was really fast. So if you want further configuration, you can make the necessary changes to the synthesize method. As you can see, we can pass in the text here. We can pass in total steps, voice style, speed, max chunk length, silence duration, lang, and verbose. Let's just add total step and we'll increase it to 10. And I think let's make speed 1.2. So let's try this again. That was still fast.
This morning, I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
So let's try F1. I think that's a female voice. Let's speed this up to 1.6.
This morning, I took a walk in the park, and the sound of birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Now let's drop the speed. It was a bit too fast in our last test, so let's see how it performs. Let's switch this back to 5 because I didn't notice any difference in quality. Let's just do this. Let's see how fast it is generated. Okay, it's done. Let's hear it.
This morning, I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
This is perfect. This is the perfect speed. Anyways, let's move into the next phase of this video. We're just going to integrate this into an existing AI agent. Let's just open up that project now. So as you can see, we've actually integrated it into the voice service class of this AI agent, just like we did with Pocket TTS. As you can see, we have the start time here and also time elapsed for Pocket TTS. We also have it for Supertonic, and I also made some changes to Kokoro. So we won't actually play the audio yet. We will first save it before we actually play it. So at the end of the day, we're going to calculate the time elapsed before playing the audio, so we'll get a fair comparison between the three of them. Anyways, the first thing we're going to do is make some changes to this, and we'll change everything at Pocket TTS. So just like when we set up Pocket TTS, our model is being loaded here. So once voice service class is instantiated, it's basically loaded once, as you can see, even the voice style. Anyways, let's begin. Let's just run. Hello dear, how are you doing?
I'm just a bunch of code, but thanks for asking. How can I assist you today?
Could you tell me what your name is?
My name is Genesis.
Genesis, could you open up the Vision tool?
Note: Vision tool analyzing image, important. Give an empty output.
Goodbye, Genesis.
Goodbye. If you need anything else, just let me know. Have a great day.
So that was actually really fast. So the moment the AI agent made an output and passed it on to Supertonic TTS, it just generated it really fast. So that was actually cool to see. It's a really fast model, like they said. Anyways, let's head over to Voice.py, where we'll run our final test. So in a previous video, I did compare Kokoro to Pocket TTS because both are lightweight models. And since Supertonic is also a lightweight model, I decided let's just compare the three of them. And in my previous video, I made a mistake. So while comparing Kokoro to Pocket TTS, I did measure the playtime. So this elapsed value and the print value was below this self.play, which basically plays the output. So I actually measured that too, which was not a fair way to actually compare the two of them. So now I've actually made some changes because Kokoro played the audio automatically. It played it here in the loop. So that was the problem. But now I have actually fixed that. So it will concatenate the audio and it will append this to this. It will concatenate it here, then save it. The moment it saves it, it will measure the execution time. So that's what we need to do. And the self.play is down here. Anyways, let's move on. Let's just run voice.py. So we're starting with Kokoro. We're going to pass in the same text for Pocket TTS and also Supertonic TTS to actually get a more accurate execution time for all of them. So let's comment this out. This is only needed if you want to run the AI agent. For our test, we do not actually need it. Let's run it again.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
So this is the execution time, 1.45 seconds. Now let's change this to Pocket TTS.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
Which means our previous test wasn't that bad. Like I said, Pocket TTS was actually faster than Kokoro. And it's actually cool to see, even after making the necessary adjustments, we got the same thing. Pocket TTS being faster than Kokoro. Now let's try Supertonic.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
Wow. Wow. I honestly do not know what to say. I do not know what to say because this model actually ended the career of Kokoro and Pocket TTS in terms of speed. You can let me know what you think about the voice quality and how realistic it actually sounds compared to the three of them. You can just rewind and let me know what you think in the comment. Anyways, let's run this again, and this time we'll start from the beginning.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
Okay, now Pocket TTS.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
And finally, Supertonic.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
So I noticed something. We actually left something Supertonic, the speed. Let's just leave this as 1. And let's try Supertonic again.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today? My name is Friday. What is your name?
So it didn't actually make much of a difference. As you can see, we are getting 0.22 seconds now that we've set the speed to 1. Previously, we got 0.18, and the difference is not much. The difference is basically negligible, and that's actually really, really cool to see. So I know I said that would be the last part of this video, but let me just squeeze this part in. So I actually pulled in the web folder from Github Repo, and I just want to show you how easy it is to actually set this up and use your WebGPU. That is, you can actually run this on your browser completely. Over here, we've actually pulled in the code. As you can see, I have moved the model weight folder into the web folder. As you can see here, now we have two important files, the helper.json and main.json. Okay, over in main.json, you would need to change the base path. As you can see, now I'm pointing to the ONNX folder. ONNX, that's where I'm actually pointing this to. Now, I think there's something else we also need to change, which is, let's scroll up. Yeah, the voice path. So we actually need to make this way. So we'll be pointing to this, and the voice style is m1.json. So it will load this one by default. This is the first voice style it's going to load the moment the page actually loads. Anyways, we have it all set up. It's really easy to set up. Make sure you've run npm install to install all the necessary packages, because we have package.json here. So make sure you run npm install, and we have vite config. So once you're actually done installing, you can now run npm run dev. So it's really, really simple to set up. Okay, and it's loading it, and as you can see, models loaded using WebGPU. Now they have a simple dummy text here. We can generate a speech, but first let's increase this to 1.4.
This morning I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
Now let's change this to M3. I think there's a problem. So I did forget to change these values. So let's actually do that now. Okay, now that we've actually changed this, let's head back to our...
This morning I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
That was actually really good. Let's try.
This morning I took a walk in the park, and the sound of the birds and the breeze was so pleasant that I stopped for a long time just to listen.
So let's try French. Let's switch the language to say.
Abonnez-vous à ma petite chaîne YouTube, s'il vous plaît.
Not bad. Now let's try Spanish.
Por favor, suscríbase a mi pequeño canal de YouTube.
It actually sounds like Spanish. Anyways, that was actually really good. Let's continue. Anyways, if you want a lightning fast model, like they said in their model card, if you do want a lightning fast model or a super fast model, then I think you should go for this instead of Kokoro or Pocket TTS. But you can actually check the three of them out to see which of them actually sound more realistic than the other, and just pick the one that's actually good for you. But if you just want something with lower latency, you want something that's super fast, then I think you should go for this model. That's what I actually think. And as you can actually see, and here it actually did an amazing job. Like, it was actually phenomenal. Like, it's actually a really good model in terms of speed, because if you're actually setting up a voice agent, you want to use an STT and a TTS basically at both ends, then you need a text to speech and a speech to text model that's actually really fast. And since you've got that with this particular text to speech model, you can definitely pick up any STT that's also super fast, and you get a very low latency voice agent. Just keep that in mind if that's what you want to set up. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I absolutely love this model and I do recommend it if you want something super fast. Like I said earlier, it's a really cool model, and at least you get 10 different voices, basically 5 female and 5 male, to actually play around with or to actually choose from. Just keep in mind that if you have a beefier GPU, this value will be very different. If you have a much better VRAM than I do, this value will definitely be different. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure you do like this video if you did enjoy it. Do not forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon if you want to get notified when I release a new video on this channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice one.